love get to me, the love get to me. Birthday of Christmas, much more calling birds, green chance birds, birthday of.
What's up, fam, and welcome to episode 3.
Número 3.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Maligayang Pasko. In case you didn't know, that's Filipino for Feliz Navidad, which is Spanish for Merry Christmas, in case you didn't know.
Spanish.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh, I thought you meant Maligayan Pasco means is Spanish for...
Anyways,
Okay, moving on.
moving on.
Welcome to our Christmas episode,
Ta-da.
where it's Christmas all day, every day. Actually, Christmas for me starts in November.
September 30th.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah, when the channel starts playing Christmas music.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, they started November 3rd this year.
Oh, they were late then.
They
this
were.
year. Okay, got it.
They started all late about it at like 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a special guest today.
Very special.
Giana!
Yes.
Woo!
Hi, Giana.
Oh, hello.
Giana's tired.
Yeah. And she's shy.
No, she's not.
And she has green and red.
Yeah, show
nail
everybody your
polish.
Christmas nails.
Ta-da.
We wish you a Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. Anyway, so today we wanted Giana to come on to the podcast because, well, what do you think of the new studio? Is it different from sitting at our dining room table?
No, I think it's about the same. Yes, it's very different.
Wow, the enthusiasm is just oozing.
Well, it is. It's different. Because our setup was not this.
Right,
Right.
right.
Okay.
We actually have good lighting
Right.
instead of our lamp.
Okay,
Anyway.
why are you telling everybody our business? They didn't need to know that.
Here
Anyways.
we go. Kick it off, Velasquez.
All right. So what do we want? We talked about doing a Christmas episode
Yes.
because we often talk about all of our Christmas shenanigans.
Yeah, and we've been pretty serious the last couple of podcasts. They've been about, folks with issues, and we all have issues, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we wanted to lighten things up a bit and talk about some
tis the season.
traditions. We actually talked about this as we were preparing, and we learned some new things.
Yeah, about each other.
Yeah, and our likes and dislikes of Christmas.
Yes.
So tell us about. I want you to give me one family tradition that you can share with the audience. That when the Christmas season comes around and you think about it, it defines Christmas for you.
Our family or just my lifespan?
No, I want you to go back into your mental Rolodex of little Louis Velasquez.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the same thing it's one of the things that we brought into our home was tough it out until midnight.
I hated that tradition.
Tough it out until midnight. You're not opening a single gift. Well, because in Elmwood Park, you guys went to bed and woke up the next morning.
You don't like that tradition?
At least they get to do it the day of.
Yeah, but the reason why we went to sleep at night is because Santa needed to come.
But now we know.
Come on,
That
Giana.
doesn't exist.
Yes.
Audience, if you still have children that believe in Santa, viewer discretion advised.
That's right.
All late? I already said it.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things that sticks out to me, about our Christmas family is Giana. And what grade was she in?
First grade.
First grade. We ruined her nice and early, y'all. We ruined it nice and early. We had just started we've been going to New Life for a little while.
Yeah.
And, our pastor back then was like, tell your kids early. There's no such thing as Santa. That you're the ones that bring them the gifts, and you bring them the gifts because God blessed you. And that ultimate gift was Jesus being born. And so we followed orders, and Giana went to school.
And then we had a teacher visit.
Come knocking at our door.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
So the teacher, just to give people some context, the teacher sits down and she talks about how lovely Giana is and how a joy she is to have in class. And she's just so fun. But we were having discussion this past week about Christmas and family traditions. And somebody had mentioned Santa, and Giana so eagerly let the class know that there was no such thing as Santa.
I didn't know about that.
And then I'm sitting there like, how do I get myself out of this one?
You're not getting out of it.
And Giana was like a few feet away in the basement. And when the teacher said, like, we really need to, because there's still younger kids in the class that believe in Santa, and, we don't want to take the magic away. And what does Giana do from the basement? There is no such thing as Santa.
Yep.
Man.
Can I tell you, we went from spending $1 bajillion for Christmas to just selectively a couple little things. Because up to that point, it was PSPs and just all different kind of stuff that we would spend money on.
Why are you looking at me like that? Are you looking at me like I didn't get a PSP?
Yeah, I didn't get a PSP.
Yeah, but you got a Meep.
I did get a Meep. I miss my Meep.
You know what? Whatever. We were looking at pictures too yesterday to prepare for this.
Yes, you guys
And
are spoiled.
we were like, these kids were spoiled. You guys had gifts all over the floor. Paper was everywhere.
Yeah. And that was just in our house because you walked out of with bags full at your noni's and your papa's house.
What's if you could think of your greatest memory of Christmas, what would it be? The one that gives you the warm and fuzzies.
That's really hard because I don't have like a specific memory. Do you have one for me?
No.
Oh.
I'm not going to pick it for you. I have my own.
Oh, okay. Well, I think just I can't think of anything specific.
Wow. We were so good to you that you
No,
can't
I'm
even
not
remember
saying,
one
I'm
thing.
Not saying, that's not what I'm saying. I just can't, for some reason, like.
Here, let me help everyone.
Yes.
Mine.
Yours.
And this seemed like it happened. That's why I never wanted to take the Christmas magic away. Because for me, like, my mom really loved, like, Halloween all the way to Christmas. And she would just kind of do it up. And for Christmas, we had a authentic, from what I was told back then, that it's an authentic Santa suit from the North Pole.
Right.
Well, anyway, but the first thing we would do is we would go to grandma's house, and everyone knows you're eating until you blow up. Mm-hmm. But then right before like dessert and coffee comes out, it was like clockwork. You would hear bells. Jingle, 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 jingle.
Oh?
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Oh, okay.
You would hear bells, and grandma would go, "Oh, do you hear that?" And then, you know how she had the big picture window, like, and you would see Santa walking past the window, and we would all be like, "Oh, Santa's coming to our house?" And then, of course, the door would swing open. Ho, ho, ho. Who do you think was Santa?
Papa.
Yes. And he would have the full thing on, the bag. You know, he would sit on the chair. He would ask us all, "Were you good? Were you good this year?" And then, of course, he would point to Dave and be like, "I know you weren't good. I got a lot of reports about you." I don't know if that was the same year where Dave was just kind of like looking at him, and he's like, "Dad, is that you?"
Probably. I'm sure it was.
But honestly, like when I was young, I really truly do remember feeling like Santa was coming to my house. Yeah. And then even like at night, yes, we would come home, we would put cookies out, and we would put carrots out. And
oh, right, for the reindeer. Very confused. Maybe trying to give Santa a balanced meal.
No. No. And then I would wake up in the morning and the cookies would be gone, the carrots would be gone, and we're like, who ate them? But the night before, there was no gifts under the tree. And then you woke up and boom, they're all there.
Right. Never had that. No elf on the shelf, no nothing.
Elf on the Shelf is annoying.
No,
I am so glad.
No, that would have been so much fun, Mommy. You could have gotten so creative with that. You know how they be getting creative with that? I'm doing that.
Well, I'm gonna take pleasure in watching you do it.
Yes.
And maybe I'll hand you off some ideas.
So we're talking about Elf on the Shelf for our grandkids already? Or-
Yes.
Wow, we're planning way ahead.
Well, I didn't get that. We're going to do it for me now?
We can. We'll put it up on the shelf at the dorms if you'd like and see how you do.
That'll be so weird.
I'll hook up a blink camera and just kind of watch how you behave. Watch how you behave.
Do you even know the concept of the Elf on the Shelf?
Yeah, I think it kind of watches to make sure that you do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
be a
but they
good
also
little boy
get-
and girl. And
They also get really creative where they like put the elf in different scenarios. Yeah. And so like one of the ones was like you have the elf on the shelf and then it has like a marker in its hand and then the kid wakes up and it has like a little mustache. Like a mole.
so you're gonna do it to your
Like
kids?
grinding. I would.
Okay. Well, I'd like to see video of that or be there. Either or.
Me too.
Sounds like fun. Well, you ready for my tradition?
Oh boy.
Well, my uncle and aunt owned a bar. They owned a bar on Kedzie near Belmont, and the party started there. I remember because back in those days there was no really, you don't check for IDs or anything like that. So at 7 or 8, I was sitting at the bar, not drinking, obviously.
Oh, of course not. That would be very terrible.
But although there was times where, half full beers would be sitting around and, this guy couldn't let that pass. But that's the old me, way old me. But anyway.
At 7?
We started, don't judge. We started there and then we would visit homes. We would have patrullas, we have parrandas. And we would go from house to house they're not Christmas carols, but they're similar to Christmas carols, and we would sing and people would let us in. They typically would have a small snack and booze, and then we'd go from house to house, and then they would follow us. So it started out with 4, then there was 6, then there was 8, then there was 12, and then we've always finished at our house because, again, my dad owned the bar, my uncle owned the bar. So there was a table full of booze waiting, and they would open the door, and they would be there all night, just drinking and singing, and
So I have a question.
yeah. And so that was one of the things. That's one of the things that I remember from, the Christmas season. It wasn't necessarily on Christmas Eve, but one of the things that I remember from the Christmas season. And those, either my uncle initiated it, or they would come to our house and pick us up, and then we would go to other people's houses. So it happened maybe 2 or 3 times during the Christmas season. And it was cool. And there was, congas, percussions and maracas and guidos and just all different kind of instruments that you can carry and just somebody singing. And everything sounded amazing back in those days.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Do the people know you're coming? Because, what if I'm, watching Christmas movies in my pajamas and then people just show up singing at my door?
50-50. 50-50. There's times where we would go and knock on people's doors, and they were like, give me 20 minutes, just keep going. And so they would be at the front door, and while they put on some clothes, and then they open the door, like, oh, welcome, come on in. Raid the refrigerator, whatever you guys want, just grab it, let's go. And then they would go with them to the next place.
And was it, an eating thing, or was it just a liquor thing you needed to have?
No, it was both. Whatever the host at that moment, as you were going through the different homes, whatever they had. So it was both.
Man, I would need to be prepared.
Yeah. Yeah, but it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You probably would just turn the lights off and pretend there's nobody home. Stay real still. Nobody move. We're not
Maybe we need to take an hour to clean beforehand.
Well, because I don't want people in the house and it's just
Yeah, but they're
not prepared and I don't have any snacks.
People were tipsy already. They didn't care.
Snacks,
They're like, hey, what's up? Let's
Yeah.
go.
Grab the Entenmann's.
It wasn't. those are for the guests.
Don't touch those. Grab the Entenmann's.
Anyway,
You don't remember seeing that.
Yeah,
but-
so that was
That's okay.
that was one of the things that I remember. I also remember my grandma, Mamita Luz Gonzalez, and her bottle of anisette. And I said it wrong last
You
time.
said anisette.
Yeah,
I think it's anisette.
anisette. Yeah. So
I told your dad.
Ani.
I said, I never understood how this little tiny lady would kick him
Yeah.
back so
Yeah,
much.
she was in her late 80s, early 90s.
You met her when
already.
you were a baby.
Yeah, she would get tipsy just that one day out of the year. She would get tipsy. She liked to, Mamita, you got everything you want. Yo tengo la botella. I'm good. I got the bottle. It was so cute. And then she fell asleep. Then my uncle would come, and she would make him a sandwich after everybody else was gone. It was
Merry
weird.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
So do you have your favorite memory yet, little girl, or you still thinking? There has to be some kind of memory that you're prepared to speak on. Look, she didn't even want us to prepare. Don't prepare me.
Yeah,
Well,
she
'cause,
did say that.
I did say that. Well, because I don't like. Because there's not like a specific memory that like.
What do you remember about our time together during Christmas then? What is it that sticks out? Let's go with that.
Okay. Well, I always liked staying up till midnight.
Yeah.
That's always been my favorite. Staying up till midnight, waiting to open gifts, spending time with the family, making hot cocoa.
There you go.
Eating cookies. But then I also liked like at the apartment when there was one time where I fell asleep on the couch and I woke up and you were on the phone. I think it was like Auntie Tina or Auntie Kiki. And you're talking about what we're gonna do for brunch and who's bringing one. Da-da-da-da. That was the one thing that for some reason popped into my head.
Just
I remember
falling
waking
asleep
up-
on the couch and
Yes,
me on the phone.
and then waking up and being like, oh, it's Christmas. And then that was the year you made those. I don't know if it was you. It had to be you. The grapes with the Santa hat. Do you remember that?
The grapes and the strawberries
Yes.
and the marshmallows.
Yes.
Yeah, that was me.
That was that year.
The little Santas.
That's what I remembered.
So grapes, strawberries, and Santa hats.
Yeah, but also what came to my mind, but it's not really a memory that I remember, but more of like something that you guys have talked about and something that I somewhat remember when Lewis got the lump of coal.
And we have a picture of that.
Yes. It wasn't a lump of coal. It was a bag of
of coal.
charcoal.
Big
Yeah.
bag of it too.
Yeah. And what did he say?
Oh, something that I've always wanted. We can barbecue today.
Smart, but
I really wanted. To me, the reaction that he gave made me want to punch him.
yeah.
Like it wasn't even like funny to me. I really was like angry because I wanted him to open that gift and be like, "Oh,
That's so much worse, mommy. That's so
I had to
much
look
worse.
away and laugh. I had to look away and laugh because that's what we were shooting for.
Yeah, because he was
getting
being
into
such a
trouble.
brat,
Yeah, he was
yes.
getting in trouble. So it was done intentionally, right? I think the year before he got like a PSP and all the different games he wanted it for, and this year we were like, okay, we're gonna show him that it's just not a gimme that you get those things. And he was like, oh, just what I always wanted. We could barbecue now, Bobby. I'm like,
like his reaction was just so joyous, and I
Yeah.
just was like,
I'm wondering though if he was like me and he finally he found the gifts and he opened up and he actually seen what he was getting or something.
no, because I didn't have that out under the tree. That was something that I was like, oh, we forgot a gift for you, Lewis. Hold on, and I went and grabbed it. And it was big, and so he thought, oh, I'm really getting a great one now.
Yeah.
And then the little
So he
smart
already
ass-
had gifts
No.
given to him.
No.
Prior to that, yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
He was opening like a few because we had some gifts from other people
Ah.
that he opened up. Yeah.
No, I would have gone the whole way. Just give him the box. Here, that's your gift. That's all you got that year.
You looked thoroughly, I remember your face. She looked thoroughly confused. Like, why is he happy about that? What is that? And that was also the same year where you guys had like stuff all over the place on the floor. I think he got like drums or something. You guys
Yeah.
both got like instruments.
I think you got the drums and he had a guitar.
Yeah.
or you had a guitar and
I think I had the guitar because I remember the picture where I was holding the guitar and he was playing the drums.
drums. Yeah.
So
Why did I get a guitar? Did you guys want me to play guitar?
Because you
or-
guys were starting a band.
right.
We were already,
your dad had full dreams of starting the Velasquez band,
yeah,
and then you guys showed no interest.
no interest.
How unfortunate.
Yeah.
Should have put me in lessons or something.
I have another memory.
Okay.
So I remember, like, speaking of gifts, I remember, like, my mom used to invite the whole neighborhood over to the house. And our next door neighbors, who will remain nameless, but they're no longer here anymore. So they're in heaven. So now they're going to hear it. They were like this older couple, and they were so cute. You know, I would sit on their porch with them on like summers because they had this like swing, and they were like grandparents. They were like really nice people. But anyways, I remember this. They came and they gave us these gifts, and I don't remember how old I was. I must have been like 9. And I was like really excited to open it because she had it wrapped like really nice. And then when I took it out, it was like, you couldn't see it, but it was like a sweatshirt. And back then in the 90s, we really liked oversized sweatshirts. And when I took it out, it was like a big sun with like a really ugly smile on its face. And I tried so hard not to have the look on my face, but I was like taking it out, and I could see my mom over in the corner like,
You better smile.
and my dad is like, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, oh, it's so nice. And then what do you think she said? The one that gave it to me.
Put it on.
Try it on. And I was
Yes.
like, I'll try it on later.
No, I want to see it on you now.
I felt so bad, but
All right.
that was one of those days, or that was one of the Christmas memories where everybody would come to the house for brunch, like everyone. People like I don't even remember having a relationship with, but the house would be full. And then after everybody left, we would pack up the car like the Griswolds and head to Colorado
For skiing.
for our skiing expeditions.
Yes.
You guys would do that after Christmas Day?
Christmas brunch, yep. We would have Christmas brunch, clean up, get in the car.
Yeah, Puerto Ricans don't do that. Anyway,
Why does that always have to be a thing?
listen, I love Christmas brunch. I just thought about that was my introduction to the family.
Yes,
Christmas,
on a Christmas brunch.
Yes. And I sat next to Grandma Shirley, and she talked to me the whole time, in between bites and everything.
It was a
The
Christmas brunch?
Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
it was.
Interesting.
That was the first time. Was she already?
No,
So we were just dating at the
yeah,
time
that was in 2000. It was December of 2003.
when we moved in together.
I don't know that we were living together yet.
Okay. We moved pretty quickly, Velasquez.
Okay.
What? I mean, come on. Come on, we did though. We
did,
started
we did.
dating. You literally lived with me almost immediately because you had the key to the door, or the door was always open, and you would come over after work every single day.
Dang.
Yeah, it was a beautiful house. It was not too far from here, as a matter of fact. Anyway, so it was Christmas.
Rabbit hole.
It was a Christmas brunch.
Yeah.
Just met everybody, and Grandma Shirley saved my life because she just kept talking to me, and it's just almost like the day flew like this.
Why were you intimidated to be in a room with my dad for that long?
Yeah, well, it's not just your dad. Up until that point, I was more intimidated. We can be honest. I was intimidated by white people mostly, and especially all together like that. I'd rather be around my brothers than to be around white folks. But hey, look, you think about Grandma Shirley, right? From there, and then think about everything between your dad and I. That's going to be a different podcast maybe one day with your dad and I, and then your dad asking me to be the officiant of the wake and all that, of the funeral and all that. It was really special. That interaction right there, and the way your whole family was with my son and later with Giana, really did completely change my perspective on that. So anyway, a different podcast for a different time. But I just thought about that. It was a Christmas brunch that I really got to know your grandma Shirley, and then inevitably your family every Christmas brunch after that. So
I think that was Lewis's first introduction too.
yeah, and he walked out of there with 2 garbage bags full of
Toys.
He was the only baby. He was the only kid. There was no Giana yet. You're the oldest in the family, so there was no
Giana.
yet, and so he walked out with 2 bags full of toys. Yeah, that's when I
Super blessed.
yeah, that's when I kind of realized that I was in the right place.
All right, I'm gonna get it out of the way.
Your favorite gift?
No,
Okay, what are you gonna get out the way?
Gianna, let's talk about your favorite memory of me baking in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. How unfortunate.
What was I making?
You're making Christmas crack.
What is now? You have to back that up because it does not sound good.
Doesn't sound good.
That I was cooking Christmas crack.
We just opened up the doors to the Rock House, and Liz was making
Well, no,
Christmas crack in the kitchen.
Christmas crack is the official name.
I know, but if you don't back it up and give some contents to it, people are going to think I'm cooking crack for Christmas.
Right.
And you were.
No.
Christmas
It's a
crack.
sweet treat. A little savory because you got the saltines, caramel, chocolate. But you were beating it up, stabbing it. Why isn't this working? Why is the caramel not sticking it in the snow, seeing if it'll fully. Yeah.
I do remember throwing the pan outside too.
Yeah, you did.
And I think I came running downstairs, and Giana was in in her room at that time, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
you were
I
on
was
the
like,
other
I don't
side.
want to be in there anymore.
Yeah, because her room was where your office is. Used to be there. So I go into her room. I said, what's going on with your mom? She's like, I don't know. What was that I was hearing? She was stabbing the pan. I went in there. Are you okay? It's like, this is not working out. This recipe wasn't right. I don't know what's going on. I was like, take a deep breath. Jesus still loves you. What's going on?
I think when somebody's in the midst of like having an angry moment when things are not going their way in the kitchen, that's the last thing that they want to hear.
What, that
What,
Jesus loves you?
Jesus loves you?
Yes, like calm down, take a deep breath.
Okay. All right. In hindsight.
Oh, we got to pause. Got to pay the bills.
Yes, but we're going to come back to your Christmas crack.
Great.
John Wayne B. Yeah. Yeah. You know, look. Too hot to hate us, no, they can't fade us. Headed to the top, just stay tuned for the latest. Soon as the episode drop, they gotta play us. All I know is we got the flavor.
All right, y'all, welcome back. We paid some bills here at the Flava Podcast Network, and we are back to, are we still on the Christmas crack?
No, I think we can, I think
Retire that?
I think we went through treatment, and now we no longer need any Christmas crack in our life. Although Giana says she'd like to have some Christmas crack jump off this year. It was
Are you going to
tasty.
make some?
I'll make it.
It was tasty. It was like toffee. It was
I
really
liked
good.
it.
I thought it was really good too, even after
But
you
I haven't-
stabbed it 10
But I
10 or 15
haven't had
times.
it in a minute because you didn't want to make it again.
Well, because maybe I was traumatized.
You were traumatized. What about us?
You're the one that made the scene.
Let's see if you can finish this. Snow pants.
Warm and cuddly snow pants. Now, if your niece is listening, she's going to get frustrated. Remember the way she used to get?
You don't sing that.
That was the funniest song I've ever
Yeah.
heard in my life. Knees to ankles, snow pants.
Doesn't even make any sense.
No, I don't.
You know, now when I see Gianna on stage,
Mittens.
Warm and snuggly mittens.
for you, Izzy.
And she would get so mad. Remember how she's like, stop!
She's
She
getting
started
really
crying.
mad. Jonna, stop.
Stop singing that song.
She was cute.
She was very cute.
Yeah.
So we did talk about the difference between white people and Hispanic people when it comes to their form of drink.
What?
Hispanic people drink coquito,
Yes.
and white people drink
Whatever's on the shelf.
no.
Oh, yeah. What is that called?
Eggnog.
But you could drink eggnog without liquor.
The Astonishingly Odd Podcast. Every Monday, 11:30 a.m. Make sure you like and subscribe. Part of the Flavor Podcast Network. Let's go. It's the OWD family. We gon' do our thing.
Oh, there it is. I was hoping it wouldn't happen.
It's okay. It's
Bless
human.
you.
Thank you. I was waiting for that.
There you go. Cut that out. Anyway, white people drink eggnog.
Eggnog is so delicious, though. It's so delicious, though.
It's not delicious.
I don't like eggnog.
It's not delicious. You like it. That's cool. You can enjoy it.
You like my-
Coquito at least tastes like coconut, and that's a familiar flavor. But what is eggnog?
Well, I mean, I know it's mixed with eggs, but I don't know what the nog part
Okay,
is.
so come back to us next year.
I need to find out now.
Family next year will find out what is in eggnog.
Eggnog for me kind of tastes like bubble gum.
What?
Yeah, it's like a bubble gummy taste.
No.
Yes. So I tell you what. While you're looking that up, let's talk about favorite gifts.
Oh boy.
Do you remember your favorite gift of all time, Giana?
No, I want to get back to the eggnog. Eggnog is historically known as milk punch.
Wow. I can die now. Like my life is fulfilled. Knowing that that's
made with milk.
That's an eggnog.
It's made with-
Lord, take me now.
It's made with milk, egg, cream, sugar, egg yolk, whipped egg yolk, and a distilled spirit,
Yes, of evil distilled spirit.
such as brandy, rum, whiskey, or bourbon.
Evil, and evil.
Well, I don't drink it with the liquor in it, but I like it without.
That's weird. Anyway,
Sin alcohol.
scene. Okay. All right. So
Okay, favorite gifts.
now that we've settled eggnog versus coquita, coquita's never without alcohol. So let me not judge. I mean, who drinks coquita without alcohol? So I don't
Really? So all coquito has alcohol in it.
know. Yeah, that's part of it.
You can get non-alcoholic. I've seen it at Target.
But then what is the use?
The flavor.
Taste. Oh,
I guess I never got drunk with anything because of the flavor. So.
right.
So there was no reason
Right.
for me to. Anyways, whatever. Let's go. Let's get off of that already. Okay, we know eggnog is for white people, coquitos for Latinos.
Right.
We're good. Favorite gift?
My favorite gift?
No, we started with Giana. Go.
Oh, me. Sure. But I was gonna say, I don't know. I've had a lot of favorite gifts.
You should, because I can think about them in my head right now.
Okay, what gifts do you think?
I
I'm gonna say?
remember you walking into your room and you got like a whole wonderland in your room. You had
The kitchen set.
The kitchen
Yes.
set. You had the whole. You had
remember that.
I think a Barbie thing open with the different floors. There was your first Schaumburg Christmas.
Did I get or maybe this was for my birthday or something else, but like the little Disney thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I had the little Rapunzel. It had all it was like a vanity.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
Yes.
That was for Christmas.
Christmas.
I remember that. But I was gonna say the Nintendo Switch and
That was like 2 years ago.
yeah.
Oh.
One of my favorite gifts. I still use it.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Fair,
you know,
fair.
My blazers from Titina. I love my shoes.
Okay.
I don't really remember a lot of my gifts. The Polaroid.
I remember that.
Polaroid, I like that. Well, then it went to Africa. Period.
And they're using it right now.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Right. Can I get it back if they're not?
No.
we'll buy you another one.
We have one.
Oh, okay.
You do?
Yeah. We do.
A real one?
Yeah.
Okay, bless the Lord.
And it's got the little films in it, too.
Oh, okay.
I'll bring it to Honduras.
I don't remember what other gifts I got.
Well, I would like to give mine.
Sure.
So for us 90s kids, My favorite gift was a Teddy Ruxpin.
What the heck is that?
It was a bear, and he would move, his mouth would move,
Creepy.
but you would, like, in the back there was a cassette thing, and you would put these cassettes in, and he would read books to you, and he had like such a jolly voice. And
Right. It's such an interesting gift to be like.
How old were you? Let's start there.
well, I don't
When
know.
you got it,
I'd
roughly.
have to. I mean, I'd have to check. I want to say that maybe it was more the 80s.
But how old were you?
I don't remember.
So
I'd
just
have to
roughly.
I'd have to see when it came out.
What does it matter when it came out? How old were
8,
you?
9.
Look,
10.
all I had to do was put Teddy,
Yeah.
and Ruxpin was
Well,
the first
because
thing.
you know,
1985.
Big Brother's always listening.
You
That's
were
why.
4. How do you remember that?
You tell me. I remember.
It was that emotional. For you.
Yes, I loved it. I was like so excited when I opened it.
Little
I didn't
Teddy
care
talking
about.
to you.
I didn't care about any other gift.
The fact that you remember that is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Did I get my DS for Christmas?
I'm sure you did.
That's
Remember
The fact,
too-
the fact that you don't remember that is crazy.
well, because I've gotten a lot of things.
Yes.
Well, I
Thanks
think
for admitting that.
Towards a little bit later in your years, though, you would ask for something big, and then people would give you gift cards towards that.
Yeah, like my American Girl dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are they?
Saving them for later.
In the attic.
Why would I need them right now, mommy? As a 19-year-old girl, why would I use that? What am I going to use that for? Right.
Preserve them.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, maybe you want to comb their hair or something.
No, I need to take that doll in because Sammy pulled out the hair of it.
Oh, there is one that needs
Yes.
some surgery.
The one that's supposed to look like me has a bald spot in the back of her head because of Samson.
How come I didn't know that?
You did know that, and we
I-
were supposed to go, and we never went.
Didn't we take her to the barber?
No, that's what we were supposed to do, and we never did.
And if I knew about it, you certainly knew about it.
I don't remember because I thought the one we got repaired went to the barber shop.
We never got. Oh no, we got her leg fixed because her leg was wonky.
Oh
We never got her hair done.
gosh, those things are so expensive.
Yeah.
So forget you have them. Your mom and I will take care of them. Don't worry about them.
eBay.
eBay, let's see how much they're worth. What? American Girl dolls? Really? You had some of those? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, my mom did that to me with all my Barbies.
Didn't you have an American Girl doll?
Yes.
What happened?
I don't know. I had a Samantha and Molly.
The fact that you had 2 is terrible. That I didn't get any of them.
Well, talk to your noni about that.
But is that suitcase that I have, the maroon one? That one was yours, right? Or did I get it from somebody else?
I don't know where you got that from.
Came out of the blue.
Poof.
There it is.
Okay, what's your favorite gift?
Tower of Terror. Dun,
What?
dun, dun. It was a movie called Earthquake.
It's not called the Tower of Terror.
That's what I called it.
It's called the Earthquake Tower. Or
I was gonna
something.
say because Tower of Terror's thing in
Is the
Disney.
ride at
Exactly.
Disney.
And when I was looking it up when he was telling me about it, all I kept getting was Disney. I'm like, so did you go to Disneyland or something? He's like, no.
But that's what I called it
Okay.
because you built it, and then it had a little button, and you pressed the button until it all crumbled.
Why did you like that?
Because it was a movie that was on.
Well, I was just.
It
it's
was-
not like me
it
thinking
was-
it was weird. I just
It
genuinely
was, it was based on a movie that was on at that time, and so it was almost like, and you put the little men in the little spots, and you're like, oh no,
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, you know, we didn't have DSs or PlayStations or laptops or
technology,
phones or
'cause I'm
anything like that.
young. Yes, you guys didn't
Yeah.
go with technology. I get it.
Yeah, so
I did. I had a Nintendo. I had a little handheld.
Why?
You
Nintendo
don't play
thing.
games.
I did.
What games did you play, mommy?
Well, back then I had a Nintendo
you had Donkey Kong,
Donkey
'Cause
Kong.
I had
Did you
Donkey Kong?
actually play Donkey Kong though?
Asteroids, because
Yeah.
I played Asteroids.
I didn't play Asteroids.
Okay.
I played Super Mario Brothers.
Well, I didn't know. By that time, I was already older, so.
Yeah. I played Super Mario Brothers. I played, what's that shooting one where you shoot the ducks? Duck Hunt. I think that's what it's called.
That's close enough.
I played Duck Hunt.
That one's been around forever. I remember playing that one too. So anyway, that was my, and then my aunt was so good. Like every year I got a new bike. Every year I got a brand new bike. I got a Huffy. I got a Schwinn every year. A Schwinn, a Huffy.
You living the life of lap and luxury.
Yeah.
I didn't get a bike every year. I think I was lucky to get one bike. No. And here we go. Because I was going to talk about the one gift that was also my favorite, Barbie and the Rockers. Mm-hmm. It was my favorite toy because she was a cool Barbie and she had like pink hair and she was like a rocker. And I'm like, I'm going to take her to school for show and tell. My mom's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am, because I want to show everybody that I got this Barbie. She's like, you shouldn't take her because you're going to lose her. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going to put her in my backpack. And so I walked to school. And it was show and tell time. And no Barbie. No Barbie in there. My backpack was closed, gone. If anybody from Elmwood Park is listening to this, if you stole my Barbie, may the Lord punish you for that. Because that broke my ever-living heart.
Your mom didn't take it out? No, you didn't take it out?
Well, I did say, what if my mom took it out just to spite me?
Because you were disobedient.
Because I was disobedient, but then that means she never gave it back to me. So what did she do with it? That would be terrible. That's traumatic.
She regifted it.
But think about maybe 8-year-old, 7-year-old Liz. Think about her. Walking back to school after school. So, it's now this time it's a little darker outside. Walking all the way back to school and looking in every single bush. looking for this Barbie. Crying. Like,
it makes me sad. That's so mean that you're laughing. It's not funny. It's sad.
It's just you were warned. That's why it's funny. Because you literally told your mom, no, I'm going to take it anyways.
It was my toy. Like I wanted to go and do show and tell.
Now she's going.
Wow.
It's my toy.
It was. Don't you remember show and tell? Like how fun it was after the Christmas holiday. You go back to school and you're like, look what I got.
Yeah.
Mine didn't last because the look what I got, somebody stole from me.
We're going to set you up with some therapy, babe. You'll be fine.
Set me up with therapy.
Yeah.
You know what? You should just buy me a Barbie.
I will.
Buy me a Barbie and the Rockers.
I'll try to find one.
That was
Find one
traumatic.
on eBay.
And thank you for laughing at my pain. That was very rude, Giana.
She finally bust out of her shell on this one, which is cool. And then she's quiet now.
Well, because you mentioned that. Why'd you have to mention that?
So it doesn't bum you out at all because another tradition that we would do throughout the years is we would have our infamous cookie day.
Yeah.
And it started off, my Grammy would always host cookie day at her house and she would have amazing cookies for all of us to bake and decorate. And then I tried to carry on that tradition, but my siblings and, well, not Carrie, because I know Carrie would carry it on, but everyone else just kind of...
I still get those memories.
The cookie memories?
Yeah, of Giana in a little purple suit with a little purple...
With her little purple chef hat?
Chef hat, and Izzy right next to her. I guess.
And now they're just grown up and boring.
Okay, first of all, I'm always there for those.
You are.
And I'm one of the only people that participate. And on top of that...
I don't have anything else to say.
I don't have anything else to say. But, those were, I figured they were going to start, last year was kind of, showing that, things were also, failing, I guess. Not failing, but, things were changing.
Yeah.
People weren't showing up like they used to. And,
yeah, it was like a
And it was
thing.
there was 5 of us. Yeah, 5 of us, and now there's 4 of us. Oh, I'm thinking, no, 6 of us, and now there's 5 of us.
Well, you said you're going to have 6 kids, right?
Oh my gosh.
2,
So-
4, or 6.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna
I did not say 6.
I'm going to speak it into existence. You're going to have 6
6
children.
kids.
Yes.
You want me? Okay.
And we're going to bring back Cookie Day strong.
Right.
You and I together. Well, what did you think of Cookie Day last year? We did gingerbread houses.
Yeah, that one was good. Was a little weird, but that was good.
And who was there?
It was all of us. Oh, Ari wasn't there.
Ari wasn't.
Wait.
No, Ari was there. No, she wasn't. Was she? No. Was she?
I don't remember. Either way.
No, I think you made a duck for her and she didn't end up coming. No, she was not. I
Okay.
actually don't remember.
That's okay. We'll figure it out later.
How about in Honduras this year when we did our Christmas celebration there? How the kids were so excited to do
Yeah.
gingerbread houses. We brought like 20 or 30 of them.
Yeah.
And
We were-
nobody wanted to work in pairs.
In
They're like,
pairs.
this one's mine.
And they did a really good job. They were focused.
Nobody was really showing them what to do. And the instructions were in English.
Yeah.
And they were just like
Doing it.
licking fingers and
Yeah.
icing and candy and everything all around.
Yeah. It was so cool to watch.
Yeah, it really was.
Yep.
Christmas is pretty amazing. I
Yeah,
think
it is.
everybody should make sure to, we just wanted this pod to be a lighter episode.
On a maybe not such a light play, right? Because we were talking about cookies, and it's one of the notes that you send me. How Christmas has changed or evolved since Grammy's gone, your mom. We used to hang out all the time, right? For all those different holidays. What Christmas has been looking like now?
Well, obviously Christmas has been different. And it's different when you've lost people.
Yeah.
I've lost both my parents, both my grandparents on both sides of the family. So our family went from feeling very full to very small now.
Yeah.
Our family is very small. It's just the siblings and the nieces, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's no aunts, there's no uncles, there's no cousins. There's just us.
Yeah. So let's go back to last year.
Yeah.
During the Christmas season. Although that side of us has taken a hit, what was our marriage night looking like for Christmas?
Oh, and we did the ugly sweater Christmas party?
Yeah.
That was fun.
And how many people were there?
Oh. Too many. Were you there?
I was
She
the
was
one taking
taking pictures.
pictures.
Oh, yeah. We had
Yeah.
a ton of people, and I'm looking forward to this year's.
Yeah.
It's on Thursday.
Yeah. So we have taken a hit. In fact, my mom is gone too.
Yeah.
But
And your family doesn't get together like they used to either.
well,
That's since changed.
Well, I was just on with my Aunt Millie that raised me, so my other mom, and she says she's thinking about doing something this year. So we may have somewhere to stop by at least and pick up some arroz con andule. So that'll be cool. But I wanted to highlight that although we lost immediate blood family, we have other blood family that they not only showed up last year, but they're excited about us getting together and doing it all over again. So
Yeah. And they get silly with us. Like that's the time that's what we should do around the Christmas time
Yeah.
is get silly. This year we're gonna do matching pajama party.
yeah, matching pajama party.
Yeah.
So although it's different,
Yeah.
right? But it's a good different. It's a good different. And if you think about, even in our house, people drinking and getting high, right? And so now we get there early and then kind of leave a little early before everything starts to get,
Rowdy.
rowdy. But then we have this other group that we can sit with the whole night
And still be silly
and
and
still be silly but then at the end of the day, drunk in the spirit,
yeah.
talking to brothers and sisters in Christ, and yeah, really,
Still eating big and just
Yeah.
having fun and you're right.
Yeah. So good.
You're right. I mean, they always say that your traditions will evolve in time, and eventually the memories and the things that you used to do with your family, you just create your own, and that's what we've had to do in our family unit too. So
Yeah.
we just create new memories until Giana has 6 children, and we start doing Elf on the Shelf and.
Keep saying that.
Because I can't wait for grandchildren. I mean, I can wait for grandchildren, but I can't wait for grandchildren because it's going to be a
I'm
very
only
fun
19.
time. I know.
Yeah. So
Well, there's still another boy out there,
there is.
and who knows what he's gonna come up with. Anyway,
What are you going to end us with, Velasquez?
I'm gonna end us with a little bit of. I think this is from the book of Isaiah, but this is also, isn't this what Charlie Brown reads? I don't remember too much. I never watched Charlie Brown as a kid, so I'm just gonna read this because this is the essence of why we do what we do in the United States and around the world, and we celebrate during this time period. And for the record, nobody knows exactly when Jesus was born, so you can celebrate at any time. Make sure to do that this year. Get around family. If you're a believer, share the gospel because the end is near. If you're a believer with other believers, just have fun. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. So this is out of the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verses. This is verse number 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulders, and his name will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. Amen.
Well, it's in that spirit that we want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas this year. Have fun with friends and family. Eat lots of great food. Be merry and have a Happy New Year.